Alright, so for your next project, what you're going to do is you're going to find an image from a magazine, whatever you want. You want to do a person, you want to do an object, you want to do an animal. It doesn't matter. Find a picture, but make it sure it's a full page picture. Once you find a picture, you're going to remove that picture from the magazine like so. And what you're going to do, take a blank piece of paper, and you're going to remove about a third of the picture. So you can either do that by tearing it out, cutting it out, either way. So I'm just going to tear it because I don't have scissors with me. And the part that you remove, there should be something interesting, something worthwhile there. So you don't want to just like tear out a corner where there's no picture there, because that will look dumb and that will be pointless. So make sure whatever part you remove that there's something for you to work with there. Okay, so I've torn this into 3 sections. I'm going to go ahead and have this part be the part that's removed. Okay, so now that I've got my picture torn up, I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to rub glue on the back of this piece. I'm going to line it up on my paper like so. Flatten it out. Okay, I'm not going to glue down the middle piece, but I'm going to set it here just so that I keep my space evenly spaced. Okay, because I don't want to have my picture too close or too far apart, or have it be sideways or wonky. I want it to look like it should, like it is in the picture. Okay, so line this up, make sure everything is where it needs to be. Alright, I'll pat that down. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to move this over for a second just so I can flatten the glue against the back. Alright, now that I have my picture set up, I'm going to go ahead and draw the part of the picture that is missing. So I'm going to redraw this part that's no longer here. So line it up, use what's there as a reference as to where you need to start and place things, because things need to line up in the appropriate spot as to how they were in the picture. You don't want it to be bigger, you don't want it to be smaller, you don't want to start things up higher or lower than where they originally were, because we want this middle piece that we are adding to look like the piece that we removed. That's kind of the objective there. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly draw this. You don't have to move as quickly as I do. We'll go ahead and put our missing piece back. Okay, so let me add all the important elements to the picture to make it look like the one I stole it from. Okay, so with this, again, you don't have to do a person. I just find that I enjoy doing people as opposed to animals or other things. So that's why I chose a person. But if you want to do an animal, you want to do like an object, you want to do some food item, whatever you find, but just make sure that, the picture that you do is a full page picture. Don't do something tiny and only a partial image. Is if you do only a partial image, it's going to make it less interesting and possibly harder to do. So I wouldn't pick anything too small for this particular project. Okay, go ahead and add our mouth here. It's just got some hair that sweeps out in front, so I'll go ahead and bring some of that across here. So it has some hair that sweeps out across over on this side. Her arm comes down, and you can see whoop, starts here and then it reattaches there. Because you want to make sure that when you draw the part that's missing, that things line up on the page. So be careful of that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call my outline good for now. Now that I have my outline, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to shade this picture. So you're not just going to draw it, but you have to also shade it. Now you're going to choose what type of shading you want to do. Okay, so there is the blending where we shade, holding our pencil from the side, maybe using a stump if you have one. If you don't have a stump, you don't need a stump to shade. It's not necessary. It just makes your shading a little smoother. You can blend, you can use hatching, you can use cross hatching, or you can use stippling. You've got 4 choices this time, and if you want, you can use all 4 of them. Okay, so you decide which type of shading you like best, and that's the way you're going to shade your image, the part that you drew and then need to shade. So let me review that with you one more time. You can blend it, you can hatch it, you can cross hatch it, or you can stipple it, and if you really want to, you can do all 4. So you decide which